episode 17 of the Fuck Out of Here Sis podcast. Here we are.
Here we go.
Alivin' and thriving. Got our coffee from Koopa Espresso Bar.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, we dipped out on Grounded this week, but they're both really good. This one's got a better hot latte. Well, we never tried their hot lattes, but this hot latte is banging. Pistachio. We vibe with it.
Pistachio lattes are nothing to sleep on. And this is pistachio vanilla.
Yeah. So, anyway, don't say we didn't put you on anything. So, yeah, what happened this week? Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
We're decorating for Christmas early.
Yeah, we're Christmas people.
We're those people.
We're the people that, I think, when did we have our decorations up? Last week?
Literally the day after.
It was like the first week of November.
Yeah, and the day after Halloween, I went into work and they're playing Christmas music, and I was like, yes.
No, we had a nutcracker on October 31st in the store, and I was like, that's wrong. I draw a line.
Okay, the day after, though.
Because,
November 1st.
yeah, but I was in a Halloween sweater with pumpkins on it, and there's a nutcracker, like a gigantic, like 10-foot nutcracker in the store, and I'm like, are they on drugs? Like, wait till tomorrow. This is not okay.
Yeah, not acceptable. But I was working, they're starting this new thing where in the morning, like, you're chilling by yourself, and I'm with this puppy. She's, like, getting her first full haircut, and a Christmas song started playing, and I literally, like, audibly gasped. Like, and she, like, looked at me and tilted her head, and I was like, it's Christmas! And we both started jumping up and down, and I was like, hey! You know?
Christmas just makes me happy, you know?
It boosts my serotonin.
And, like, this week, nothing really happened except, like, I was driving home from somewhere, and I saw a squirrel was dead in the road.
Oh, God.
Speaking of happy. And there was another squirrel, like, looking at him, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, his world has been rocked. Like, you could tell it was a fresh accident and he was a witness. And I literally, like, had to pause the music in my car because I almost cried. And I was like, how am I going to survive life if I can't even fucking drive by a squirrel that got hit by a car? I'm about to fucking, and I'm like, don't even think about it. Repress. And I
remember,
shoved it down and was like, don't have emotions about that. That's just life.
Yeah. But also remember, like, it was like less than a month ago. We're in the car together. I'm driving down the street and I'm pretty sure I hit a squirrel. And I'm like, don't even look back. Don't acknowledge, just pretend it didn't happen. And you go, did you just hit that squirrel? Because it's like seizing in the middle of the road. And I went, could have avoided it. Could have avoided the entire conversation. But no.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it was the friend squirrel for me. Like,
Yeah.
looking at him,
Yeah.
I was like, does he know?
Dude, don't even get me started, because somebody told me that geese mate for life. And if you kill a goose's mate, they're like depressed and they never like mate again.
Yeah,
And
it's so fucked
And
up.
like I've seen like a goose dead in the road and his brother looking at him, or his, you know,
mate
her
or
husband
whatever.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like, every time I'm like, don't do this, because
Yeah.
it drums up some emotions that I'm like not ready to delve into. And yeah. So, but outside of that, like nothing crazy happened. It was funny though at work. We were talking about like prank phone calls. Because we get prank phone calls, like, we used to get them more often, and it would always be something stupid like, oh, can you shave my tarantula?
Shaving a tarantula is just bizarre.
But at least it, like, had something to it. I'm like, okay, I guess. But I'm like, nah, bro, like, we don't do that. And they're like, and I'm like, okay, relax. But anyway.
They probably thought they ate with that, too.
We're talking about different prank phone calls that we got. And I was like, the worst one I got was when a guy called and he was like, hey, do you have a fish that can fit a soda can in its mouth? And I was like, no, we don't sell those here, but I got one at home. And he starts cracking up like incessantly. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I literally know what I'm walking into right now. I know exactly where he's going. And he goes, okay, bet, can your fish suck my dick? And starts cracking up. And I was like, I was like,
okay, you know what? That's a pretty good one.
I literally went, you got me, man. I kind of set myself up for that one. I was like, but no, I'm good. Like, hung up, right? Literally, we're talking about all the terrible prank phone calls we got, and we haven't gotten any in a long time. And that day, we get a prank phone call. And, like, my one coworker picks it up.
Speak of the devil.
And she's like, it's a prank, dude. she's like, just they're doing it. They're calling again. Like it's just a prank. I just talked to them. They're cracking up, and I was like, okay. So I'm like, let me get it. Let me get it. I want to see if it's a good one because they're just talking about how terrible they are. I pick it up. I'm like, hey, smart, whatever. They're like, hey, some bullshit. Like, hey, I'm gonna need like you. I'm gonna need you to like jerk off on my dog. And I was like, no, you got that. Have a great time. And I hung up.
You got
and
that.
I literally went, this is terrible. Like, there's no substance. Like, it's fucking terrible. What does that even mean? It has nothing to do with what we do. It's not even clever.
Yeah, we have to do the, like, prank phone calls have to be good again. There has to be some kind of like, you know, a little bit of wit to it or like a quickness to it.
Something like,
remember when we called
funny?
The fucking like organ mover, like the piano mover, but they were advertised as an organ mover, and we called them, and it's stupid as fuck. But we're like, I have like, what were we saying? Like, can you move my kidney to like another side of my body or something stupid like that? But it's like, it's an organ mover, so it's on brand. Like saying jizz on my dog is just fucking stupid.
It's just stupid. But then the phone rang again and it said anonymous, and I'm like, it's them. I want to answer and be like, can you jerk off on my dog? But I'm like, watch, it's gonna be a real customer, and they're gonna be like, I'm calling the police.
Yeah, right. They'll be like, I never in all my years have
and
ever.
I was like, guys, that's what you got to do when they have a dumb prank phone call. You go, the police are tracking this call. I'm like, because people would do that when we were little, because we would prank over and over.
Yeah,
and when it would scare us, you know, the
it
police
would kind of freak us out. We were like, we had to back off.
Like as an adult, you know that's not accurate, but to a kid, that's like a valid concern.
What is
for
the
some
FBI
reason.
like suddenly like? Let's track this little kid's call and figure out where they live.
Yeah.
It's definitely not happening.
Nope. But anyway, yeah, they're fucking terrible. But it, didn't we call also it was the same thing, like an organ mover or ear, nose, and throat doctor?
Ear, nose, and throat.
And we were like, hey, can you help me out? I have a nose growing in my throat.
That was stupid as fuck, but there's a nose in my throat and I need help. And then we were also prank calling plastic surgeons and giving people's numbers that weren't ours and saying we wanted like
they bullied
our
us.
you know, like our boobs like done like from, we want them from like double D's disease or something.
Yeah. Or a boob reduction.
Yeah.
And they're just too big. They're just too big. Contact me at da. Yeah. And we would give them information.
That's fucked up.
It is, but they were being kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So
it's fine.
Like, it counteracts.
Yeah.
They'll get over
karma.
it. What's their parents gonna answer it at that?
And then
like
they're
we
gonna
were
say
so
no.
young, and they're gonna be like, you must have the wrong number.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, prank phone calls, they gotta be good. People call my place all the time, and it's like they don't. It's the same thing. It's just like vapid bullshit. It's just like dumb. I'm like, and it's usually it's a teenage boy, so it's sexual in some kind of manner, and you're like, it's not even intelligent.
Yeah.
But
dumb.
what do you expect?
And they're laughing as soon as it starts, and you're like, we already know this is a joke. There was one person that called, and it sounded like literally like a 6-year-old kid, and they're like talking about.
Maybe it was.
They're describing like, you know, a dog, but they don't really know how much it weighs. Like they're like, oh, it's a Maltese, but it's 100 pounds, and I'm like, that doesn't add up, right? So I literally at one point go, is this a prank? You have to stop calling us. Like, this is ridiculous. And she goes, are you kidding me? This isn't a prank. Like, I'm trying to make an appointment. And she got really upset and asked for the manager. So just be careful out there.
You really do have to be careful.
I was like, I'm sorry. You sound like you're 7 years old. Do you have a parent? And she was like, excuse me?
Speaking of 7-year-olds, the Epstein files. What a segue.
Yo, what about Megyn Kelly's comments? Listen, he wasn't going after 8-year-olds.
Bitch, this girl.
He was going after 15-year-olds and people that are like borderline legal, like almost 18.
That's the weird part for me, because like she was like, oh, I have an inside source that says he's not into kids. He's actually into 15-year-olds, which could be passable for legal. And I'm like, why are we doing this?
Have you seen a 15-year-old? I mean, there's some 19-year-olds that I don't think look legal.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I'm like, a 15-year-old? Like, come on, man.
But why are we getting into the semantics of what a pedophile is? That's the bizarre part for me. And I'm like, what is the purpose of this? And then she was like,
it's not a pedophile, it's a hebephile. Okay,
yeah.
who gives a flying fuck?
Which I understand that she was like, I'm quoting somebody else. This is disgusting, but he wasn't into this. He was into this. I'm just finding out that he was into kiddie porn or something like that. That's what the conversation led to. But I was like, it's 15 or 7, it doesn't matter. It's vile, whatever. And they're kids. Like, they're kids. Like, we keep saying that they're abused women and Epstein abused women. They're children. Like, we have to stop saying woman abuser.
I'm sure there were women, but there were also children.
But I mean, like, we keep saying woman abuser Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm like, they were kids. They were underage.
Child sex trafficker, child abuser,
Yeah.
lemon shape, egg shake, dick ass, have an ass bitch.
Yeah. And also the egg-shaped dick thing.
What does
The
that even
lemon
mean?
dick.
What does that even mean? Like, I'm confused.
Like, is it like skinny at the base and then it goes like egg, like a snake that swallowed a mouse? Like
that's what
the
I'm
fuck?
trying to wonder. And then it's like a malformation.
But you know what? It's too many sources are saying the same thing. It has to be true.
Yeah.
It has to be true. And I don't know if he was so insecure that he had to. I don't want to get into it.
We're not. No.
I don't know.
We're not touching that.
But
face. Yeah, so we went from being like, don't release the Epstein files, absolutely don't do it, and now all of a sudden the vote is like overwhelmingly for releasing the Epstein files, including the Republicans.
That's a little bizarre. The
Weird.
fact that everyone was like, no, we're not doing that. And it got blocked like a bunch of times. And now all of a sudden it's like 497 votes to 1. And I'm like, who's the one?
Could be a pedophile, could be a hebephile. We don't know.
We don't know.
But my thing is like, also, what is it? Jeffrey Epstein's brothers, like they're scrubbing the files.
I don't doubt
A
it.
lot of people think things are being redacted, and that's why all of a sudden they're flipping the script. And then there's like also people being like, they're not ready. Like, we're not ready to release these, and they're like sweating on camera.
Mike Johnson was literally freaking the fuck out, and I was like,
what do you mean we're not ready?
and he's like, there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be I don't know what
He
word
said like
used.
cleaned up.
So I was like, we don't want them cleaned up. We want to know who the pedophiles are.
Let us know every single pedophile.
But if they're saying it's a security risk, I'm like, what is the security risk of being like, this person's a pedophile? Is it like...
my thing is like, what exactly is the list? Is the list people that have been to the island? Because I don't think everyone that's been to the island is a pedophile. I don't think you could prove that.
I don't think it's a list. I think they're releasing the files, which is every file on Epstein that incriminates people. And they're afraid...
there tapes too?
I think, yeah. And there's pictures and shit. Like, there's a bunch of shit. It's a huge investigation that just got shelved. So it has to have a bunch of stuff that's incriminating to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is because he died and Ghislaine's not saying anything and she's trying to keep it hush hush and like random girls are disappearing that were involved. It's high level. So I think they're afraid of stuff coming out because they're afraid of the repercussions or whatever. But I'm like, let's get all the pedophiles together and I don't know. Put them in jail. I don't understand why this is like...
I think it's because, like, same thing, like billionaires, celebrities run the world. So it's like maybe... I think it's more so they're worried about incriminating people that the billionaires that are fucking on the list. You know what I mean? But maybe it's also on the other flip side that then more victims are at risk.
Yeah.
Because people do disappear and like randomly die when they're victims of this shit.
It's all a little sus. And honestly, I don't trust the government. So I have no idea
don't trust them at all.
What the fuck they're capable of.
Also, Trump being like, there was like an interview of him where he was like, yeah, we're going to release the files. Just don't talk about it too much. Just don't talk about it too much. And I'm like, what the freak is going on?
But also him going from we're not releasing the files. Oh, the whole thing is a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax. How is it a hoax if we're releasing the files?
Also, has he made any... So this is my thing. Has he made any comments on the email that said he was blowing Bubba?
No.
Because that to me is weird because he be talking about everything. And he's like, the Democratic hoax, the lies, the whatever. He says something about like
He'll just
everything.
be like, it's not true. It's literally him talking about me blowing some bubble gum or something. Like he's just gonna fucking deflect.
He didn't comment. To me, that's a little telling. And it's
he's
a toss up.
He's not commenting on any of it because he's
then-
saying it's all a hoax. But I'm like,
I mean,
how
it's-
come as soon as he's involved, it's a hoax? But if let's say Bill Clinton does get incriminated, and mind you, I would say I'm a Democrat. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if Obama's on the list, which I highly doubt. But if somebody's on the list that is a Democrat that was a president or a leader or somebody that
If
I had
Beyonce's on the list, if Jay-Z's
some,
on the
yeah,
list.
if I had some amount of respect for this person, which I don't even worship government like that. Like I don't
Yeah.
give a flying fuck. It's just like if they were
I'm
on
trying
it,
to think
put
of,
him
like,
in jail.
Think of like your favorite celebrity. What if Hosier was on the list?
That would be so fucked. But I would be like, put him in jail.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Well, I
right?
hope he can write some albums from jail because I'm gonna still listen to his music.
Dude.
Here, I'm gonna let you finish real quick. No, just like no. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't know, man. If Kanye's on the list, lock him up.
I don't know if I could. I mean, maybe. Maybe I could see it. I don't know. This. I mean, this
No,
shit's
I
crazy.
think he's involved with the Diddy shit though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
but I don't know. It's just all. It's too much.
He went to Diddy's case, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's like, we have.
He's
to,
like, let me
We
just
have to
sit-
defend the abuse of women. Diddy is a good guy.
Even though, remember, he released a tweet listing all the people that hurt him, and Diddy was on the list.
I don't know. He did something.
Did he? Who knows?
Fucked his wife or some shit.
Who
I'm just
knows,
kidding.
man?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, the Epstein thing is cut and dry for me. Like pedophiles, fuck them.
So I've never been a conspiracy theorist, but Hero.
What?
Hero's a conspiracy theorist. But like ever since this administration, I'm like, I don't trust the government. I don't trust shit.
I've always been a conspiracy theorist, and now I'm leaning in hard. no, I
but
was
not
saying,
like the Pizzagate shit, like or like whatever
no, not
the
really
Illuminati
Pizzagate,
and
but like I think the government's capable of anything. I think that they've hidden a lot from us, and then it comes out later. So like, why would this be any different? And this is like it's becoming more apparent and more sus.
yeah, and it's like being like, oh no Epstein, oh now Epstein, yeah, we're good now. Now everything's fixed. It's just bizarre. It's the 180 for me.
I honestly think I saw a video of Trump where he was like, "Smart people would hate me. Smart people don't like me."
Yeah,
And I think that to me was like incriminating.
yeah.
He's like I appeal to stupid people and people that are ignorant, and I think he's playing in our face. I think he thinks we're dumb and we're gonna fall for this.
Yeah, which a lot of people are.
Apparently, we found out, and apparently, people don't care if you're a pedophile or not. So
Yeah.
whatever. Because even in the
People-
email, just from Jeffrey Epstein to his brother or whatever, he's like basically says Trump knew about the girls. He told Ghislaine to stop, even if he knew and told her to stop. And now he's acting like he doesn't know anything, and he's Switzerland, and he's like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll pardon Ghislaine, maybe I won't. Then you're still a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's also
You're
like,
still
why are
protecting
you,
them.
Why? As soon as the Epstein shit comes out, you move her to like, you know, a detention center that's like way more plush, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, Trump wasn't involved. That's like obvious, blatant in your face, like he coerced her in some way or offered her something or threatened her in some kind of way. Like it's so fucking there that it's like, how would you not? Oh, I forgot. Trump's playing chess. We're all playing checkers. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's smarter than all of us. I don't think that's true.
Oh yeah, they keep saying that he's a genius.
But-
I honestly, I saw a comment that said dementia Donnie, and I'm for it because I think that like Joe Biden was losing his mind, but I also think that Trump is too.
Yeah, he's definitely not all there. I mean, he's falling asleep and shit at like fucking press conferences and getting a bunch of you don't go to the doctor a million times and get a bunch of scans for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, I don't know why we're protecting pedophiles. But this is a little bit of, I guess, like a tangent. But like, speaking of pedophiles, we are watching Ed Gein, which is not pedophilia, it's necrophilia.
But it's one of the philias.
But it's one of the philias.
Listen,
And I
I
have
feel
some
ya.
issues because my sister said her coworkers were like defending this guy because of the new show, The Monster.
Slightly, yeah.
Slightly defending him.
Because
And I
they're like,
was
oh,
like-
it's just schizophrenia. It's not his fault. Now he's medicated. Well, he's dead, but he was medicated and he stopped doing it. Well, he's also in like an insane asylum or jail or whatever.
Yeah, but
so
Tree
how
also
is he gonna do
couldn't.
it?
You didn't get through it. How far'd you get?
I think episode 3. But I kept like, listen, I was watching. I think I was getting into episode 4. It was like right after he brought the girl to the house and she saw the nipple on the couch.
Yeah, that's early in. And honestly,
She sees the nipple on the couch and he go, listen, this is what sends me about these shows. You see a nipple on the couch, she goes, what is that? And he's like, well, I liked it. And she's like, looks like a nipple. And he's like, yeah, that's why I did it. And she was like, is it an udder? And he's like, something like that.
it's obviously not a udder. Like, did
I
you
would-
ever see an udder in your life?
I would instantly be out. I wouldn't be talking to the dead corpse
Yeah,
in the
but
chair.
She was a fucking idiot the whole time. She was a very unlikable character for me. But also, the show went on for way too fucking long. I don't know why. Like,
I can't get past episode 3, so I don't know how long it went, but I'm
Well,
literally falling asleep.
They did, the same person did Monster, Dahmer, which was painful to watch, but it was still
watchable.
engaging and good.
And Niecy Nash was amazing.
Yeah.
So she kept me in. He was really good too as Dahmer. Like that show kept me in. There were moments where I had to turn away and be like,
Because
"This
it
is
was
bad
too
for
much.
you."
Yeah, it's almost like,
watch.
and the director is constantly doing that,
I
like
think pushing the
constantly
envelope.
pushing the envelope and being like, what can I do to like make the audience shocked? And it's like a shock factor thing. And then they did the Menendez brothers, which was a little more court case than it was.
It was a little more stomachable.
Yeah, because it was upsetting because it was like about sexual abuse and stuff, which, pushing the envelope once again and having
Yeah.
like that one shot scene
And
where the
there
guy
was-
talks about
Yeah,
it.
That scene, dude, I
So
was getting
good.
emotional. It was so good.
But then you go to
oh wait,
this.
this is a tangent. Which one's hotter in the show?
The Menendez brothers?
Yeah,
Oh, I like the bully. I forget his name. The one that's
it's
like
Lyle and
Lyle.
and
Eric.
Eric. I think Eric's hotter, the gay one.
I liked Lyle. I don't know why.
Maybe because he's
It's the toxic
aggressive?
masculine energy. We've done this before.
Have we? Yes.
The fucking
course.
when we were doing this or that, we always pick the abusive
But I
one.
like Lyle. I mean Eric. I like the gay one, the soft gay one. I don't know. There's something about him. I was like, hey, he's
you
hotter.
would.
He's hotter.
I don't know why I liked Lyle. I just did. Okay.
Most people do. I think mine's a hot take.
No, I don't think it's a hot take. I think he's cute. I just think he's more cute than hot.
Maybe that's it, but there's something about him where
Something
I was like, yeah,
about
I get
him.
it. Maybe he had a little more mystery.
Yeah.
He wasn't so like.
But then like
Anyway, back to Rio.
back to Ed Gein.
Sorry, stop talking about hot guys.
Yeah, you're just
Focus.
like my mind is drifting now. Like maybe anyway, so like yeah, Ed Gein, now we go to this. We take a break. It's a little more stomachable. We go to this and he's like, "What can I do next?" And I'm like, "Did you have to show him fuck the dead body?"
I didn't see that. I didn't get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Did
got
we
to
have
where
to
he was
see
like
it?
undressing the dead body.
And I think it was twice that they showed it. And I was like, do we really have to be doing this? Like, I understand, like, can we imply it? Can there be something artsy about it? But I think it's almost like, let me see what I can get away with. And then the people that really enjoy watching it, I'm like, is there something wrong with them?
Oh, people that were coming into work being like, it's my favorite show. I'm like, well, first of all, is there something wrong with the person saying that? But is there also something wrong with the director who keeps
That's
doing
what I'm saying.
There's something wrong with him. There gotta be something wrong with him to be like, let me keep doing this and making it worse and worse and worse and see if people.
Yeah.
And they did kind of hint at that in the show. They had like a cut thing. I don't really understand. You knew the references to like the other. They
they like Psycho. They were doing like the movies that inspired it, like Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I didn't understand what they were.
They were
doing.
showing like a Hitchcock film that became really famous that was based off Ed Gein, I guess, loosely based off.
Yeah, and they
of
were
it.
talking about like, will people watch this? Would people watch something like that? And they're like, they would watch a story like this because people like are. I guess a curious, like we're curious and we're like, that is crazy. Would I like, so like, yeah, it piqued my interest. I wanted to try to watch it, and people were saying how good it was and how good his acting was. And I literally, I kid you not, I fell asleep 4 times. I kept rewinding it, and I was like, there's something about it that's not doing it.
But there was
for
also
me.
something with yeah, it was way too long. And
know
like
it's
there
a
were
hot
like
take.
3 episodes that extended out where I was like, why the fuck is it doing this? And it was almost like trying to make you feel bad for him. And I was like,
They did
I
that
don't
with Dahmer too.
I don't like that. I mean, I like it to a certain extent, but it was almost drilling it in too hard because it's like, oh, he's schizophrenic, he's mentally ill, but also the thing that got me is like he got medicated at some point when he's in the asylum thing that's more like a rehab center. And they were like, oh, he's schizophrenic, he needs medicine. So they give him medicine. And then later they are interviewing him and they said, hey, do these images do anything for you? Are they triggering for you? Because they were dead bodies. And he said, not anymore. I don't have those inclinations. And I was like, and in the beginning of his diagnosis, they're like, schizophrenia is basically like a voice shouting at you, right? And you don't know that it's your own mind. You think it's like, for example, his mom. He thinks it's his dead mother talking to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, his mind is telling him to go dig up and fuck dead bodies. So he has an inclination to that, but then he's medicated. So he would still want to fuck dead bodies. It's just not, he would just know that it's his voice saying that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking confused. And they're trying to like, I don't know, like
Sugarcoat
almost like, you know, give him absolution or like absolve him from that life.
but
And I was like,
also-
I don't like that.
They kind of did that with Dahmer, and I did feel bad with Dahmer a little bit because you saw how Dahmer grew up. And
yeah,
like
and he grew up with a fucked up thing too, but I'm like, at some point, it's like,
at some point, this sympathy goes out the window. Like
Yeah.
it's like you're killing people.
because,
like
you
it's-
know, everybody has a fucked up child. It doesn't mean you go around fucking dead bodies or like killing people and eating their
You're literally supposed
body
to just
parts.
make jokes about your trauma and crack
Spo-
up
yeah,
and be a
right?
good person.
Yeah, and
That's
just make
it.
fucked up jokes. It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
just be normal.
Digging up dead bodies is a crazy way to deal with your trauma.
But yeah, then the people being like, oh, come on, he was schizophrenic. Give him a break. I'm like, what?
I don't fucking
He
know,
also
man.
killed like 3 people. Like, I know he's not a serial killer, so it's not as intense, but it's still fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, yeah, he wanted, like, the voices told him to fuck dead bodies. The voices told him to also kill 3 people? Or 4 people or whatever the fuck it was. I couldn't even keep track. I'm like, did he actually murder his brother or is that made up too?
That's speculation because he died under mysterious circumstances, but I there's no like really proof that he did it.
Yeah.
It was like he burned in a fire, so we're just gonna equate that to he murdered him and didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. Well,
He's dead and he can't defend himself, so they're just gonna run with it.
Yeah. And then I was just going to take all of it with a grain of salt because the girl's not fucking real. And she's grating as
Well, that
fuck
was
too.
like kind of pissing me off too. That like so. Me, like, I know a lot about true crime, but I didn't know much about Ed Gein. So I'm like, if this is going to be my first impression of Ed Gein, I'm going to be fed all this false information.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I
knew
mean?
that I was like, don't bite on any
So
of
I
this
just had to
bullshit.
keep Googling stuff. And when I kept Googling stuff in the first 3 episodes and a lot of it's fake, I'm like, that's lame. I'm only 3 episodes in.
And it's also like, at least with the Menendez brothers season, they did both sides.
Yeah.
Like they said whether they did it or whether they didn't, because we don't know. That Ed Gein was basically like, he killed his brother, he killed the lady at the bar, he killed a bunch of people and then he fucked dead bodies. Which, it's just like, okay, he's like...
It was bad enough. His story is bad enough. You don't really need to make it worse. He was making furniture out of people's dead bodies and like digging them
It's
up
fucking
and killed
weird.
2 people that we know of, right? So he's not a serial killer, but it's good enough material. You don't have to expand on it.
And once again, just like, just do some implied stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be so fucking disgusting.
Far in, but my one friend said there's a scene where he's like fucking an old woman and it's like goes on for way too long and they're switching positions. And he was like, I was like watching this with a bunch of my girlfriends and he's like girlfriends. He's not polyamorous. Girls that are friends. And he's like,
Sure
and
he
he's like,
isn't.
mind you, I am so uncomfortable. I'm going, what the heck is going on?
Yeah,
And I missed it.
it's
I missed
just
it. I couldn't even
also-
get there. Couldn't even get to the old lady session. It's just a devastating blow.
Also, this is going to be a tangent, but it's kind of like porn, right? Like hear me out here. Full on blown, like
You're
just,
fucking a dead body.
No,
What
no,
if
no,
people
no, no,
are
no.
into that?
No.
I thought you were going into a
No,
dark
I'm
place.
saying like I don't watch porn anymore because fuck that shit. But like when I did, I would rather watch implied sexual stuff than full blown, like disgusting, in depth, like gross porn where it's like zooming into everything. You know, it's almost like more intriguing when it's less. So it's like when you imply that he's fucking dead bodies, I would probably be like, all right, cool, this is stomachable. He did this, and we're still like touching on the fact that he did it, but we're not going full in and showing it, you know, full camera out.
Jumbotron.
Yeah, like I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I don't know. I really think it's that he knows people are sick and people will watch it and they'll walk into work and they'll be like, this was my favorite show.
And apparently...
I wish I was Ed Gein. You're like, what the fuck?
I actually
what
wish.
the fuck is happening?
And then apparently when you watch this kind of stuff, your brain cannot tell the difference whether you're watching, like if, like for example, Terrifier, they're sawing a girl in half or whatever. Your brain can't decipher, is this real life or is this fake? Like it can, you can be like, it's fake, but like you looking at something like that, you've never seen anything like that happen before. So when they do it in these hyper real things, your brain's watching it as if you're seeing it happen. So when somebody's fucking a dead body in front of you, are you like, this is what it looks like to fuck a dead body and this is the closest thing? Like it doesn't sit right with me. I'm like, why are we exposing ourselves to this shit?
It's wrong.
Yeah.
I was watching...
There's got to be something wrong with the director. That's all I'm saying.
I was watching something... Oh, was it Heretic? When he's like pulling her vein out?
Yeah, I have to look away. I can't.
I literally was screaming, going, why? Because I'm like, what is the purpose?
I watched Talk to Me.
Listen, they did a great job. It was so real looking.
It was disgusting.
It was
and
so gross.
I can't look at that shit. Like, Mom used to watch like the ER shows.
That's
where it's
real,
just like real. And I'm like, I don't need to see that fucking shit. Why would I need to see that as a child too? But it's like also
thanks,
I
Mom.
was watching Talk to Me, which is like the old director of Bring Her Back, which I haven't seen Bring Her Back, but it's
Dude,
horror.
I saw Bring Her Back.
And it's a kid gets like, I don't know, overtaken by something and starts slamming his face into a desk until his face is basically not recognizable, and it's showing it. And I'm like, I couldn't look. I had to look away. I was like, this is making me physically ill.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. So I can't really tell you what happens because you didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
But Bring Her Back has two moments.
It's gonna have it.
Two moments like that are like you. I don't know who could watch it. I don't know if anyone does actually watch it.
Oh, I've asked people.
I think people
I'm like, can
do.
you watch and you don't look away? And they're like, yeah, I kind of like squint, but I'm watching the whole time.
No, trust me, you're going to freak out when you see this one scene. I literally was like, it's still going. Like, I literally was freaking out. And I was like, what the hell? Who thinks of this? And who makes it that realistic looking?
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to the kid. What a great actor. But what the Anyway.
Speaking of what?
You should watch Bring Her Back, though. I don't know about those two scenes, but that is a good horror movie, I will say. That did keep me engaged.
Of what is going on? Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
What is going on?
Wicked season. We're back in Wicked world.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Wicked too because Wicked 1 was amazing. We were on an edible. And
it was mind blowing. It was awesome.
It was so emotional.
Yeah,
and
it was great. Great performance by both the leads. But what the fuck is going on with this press tour, man?
Dude, we can't ignore it any longer. I've been trying not to talk about it, but I'm watching them, and I'm like, first of all, like they're very, very close, like almost uncomfortably close. Like there's one like interview where Ariana's just like rubbing her finger like this.
It's so weird, and I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? What is going on?
What's happening? I'm confused. And then like they're trying to explain it like it's normal, and I think they're leaning in. I think they're like, maybe they're trolling us. I don't know.
They're trying to like, I don't know if they got like had like a sidebar and we're like, okay, for this press
let's make
tour,
this goofy as shit.
let's just act like the bestest of friends and act really fucking close and like touch each other way too much to the point where the audience is uncomfortable, the interviewers are uncomfortable, and we're like petting each other and rubbing our heads on each other and kissing each other's hands,
fixing each other that don't need fixing.
And like, you know what? We're not really like touchy-feely people. We weren't raised that way, but I've never seen anything like this, even with touchy-feel. Like, I haven't seen couples that do PDA
that's
that
what
act
I was
like
gonna
this.
say. They're like more touchy-feely than that awkward couple at Six Flags. Like when
it's like kissing,
it literally smells
making
like
out.
BO. Like Six Flags is the worst place to be doing this, but people love it. They're in line with 100 people. They're sweating. It smells like shit. It smells like a zoo. And they're like seals fighting over a grape, making out with each other.
In line for like the log flume.
In front of children, mind you. That is not as bad as Ariana and Cynthia Erivo on this press tour.
Dude, it's crazy.
I think it's more uncomfortable to watch them.
And it's like they're I don't want to be mean because I think they're both really nice people.
And I think they've been through a lot.
And
at least Ariana, we know she's been through a lot.
We know she's been through a lot, and we know that they both have like body dysmorphia stuff going on. But what is going on with the they're so skinny. They're like frail. Like it's kind of freaking me out.
I've been thinking because Ariana was like, this is the healthiest I've ever been. My old weight was bad. I was drinking alcohol. I was on pills, like antidepressants, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, right now I'm the pinnacle of health.
Girl, you could literally blow this girl like and she would fall over.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
it's concerning. This is coming from a place of concern, actually. Because people think it's like women hating on women, being like, you need to eat a sandwich. This is literally like,
I would never say you need to eat a sandwich.
That is crazy to say.
Because people have said that to me.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will say that when I look at her, I almost think like maybe she's sick and she doesn't want to tell people. Because it does look like someone who's frail, and the way they treat her, like when that fan bum rushed her on the red carpet.
And they said he attacked her.
The article saying he attacked her to me is absurd because we know he didn't. He jumped that. He was like jumping next to her like
he was
a
doing
hype
like
beast.
the anime.
And,
jump.
you shouldn't do that to a celebrity. You shouldn't do it to anybody, especially a celebrity that's been through trauma and PTSD. But celebrities in general, you never know what people are gonna do. You shouldn't run up on them. That's scary. I can see that. The security, terrible. Why was Cynthia like more on it than the security team?
Yeah, cut the doctor pay, get some new dudes in there. I don't know what is going on.
That's even more clarification that they got to be scissoring on the side because, like, she was like, "Don't touch my bitch." Like, she went in there like, I was like, okay, I would be scared.
Yeah, wasn't she just announced as Man of the Year? Because I understand.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I think they announced her as the Man of the Year, which I'm like, I get it. She's more of a man than those two security guards. Yeah. I don't know if she was named Man of the Year, but there was something that came out where she needed an iPad because you got to choose your words very carefully.
I'm
pretty sure she was named Man of the Year. I'm dead ass. Okay. Like I'm not joking.
Well deserved. Okay, well deserved. My thing is when that happened, she like grabbed Ariana. Ariana's like, which I'm like, okay, you're scared, bitch. All right, but then didn't she like grab her hand and kiss her hand?
She was just holding her from behind for like a long extended period of time.
It looked like, to me, you're protecting, and I understand she's tiny, she's probably like 90 pounds soaking wet, but it's also like, it looked like you're protecting someone who's frail, like an old person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It gave like, oh, this is a person that's in danger, I need to protect them. Like when the interviewer grabbed her hand and was excited and was going like this to Ariana's hand, and then Cynthia grabbed her hand and started
hugged her hand.
Hugged it, kissed it, and I was like, what? I don't know, man.
So yeah, that's
something has to be happening that we're not putting together.
Yeah. And I don't want to say, I hope she's not sick. Like, I hope not. Like, I really do. Like, I wish her the best. But we gotta be honest that something is going on.
Yeah.
And what is with the new thing where every time a celebrity is, going through something or looks dramatically different or is doing meth and spinning in circles.
It's a
that we're like,
clone.
it's a clone.
It's a clone. There's no other explanation. It's a clone. There's no way that they're doing anything else. It's a clone.
And I'm like, could it be
like, are you okay?
the years of being out of touch with reality? Could it be the PTSD? Could it be being like
Being able to afford anything you want at the drop of a hat, having security, having
people follow you, having
you
people,
around,
like,
taking pictures of
paparazzi
you.
stalk you every second of the day? You don't think that affects somebody? Like, look at Amanda Bynes. They're not saying she's a clone. She looks crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks great.
They might say she's a clone, though. You
I know.
really
I've
never
never heard
know.
that. I've
You
never
never know.
heard that Amanda Bynes is a clone. I hear that she's great. Don't talk shit on Amanda Bynes. She is a princess.
Britney's a clone.
Britney's a clone.
Britney's a clone. Ariana's a clone.
Cynthia Erivo. She might not be a clone, but they say like maybe an alien.
They're saying like the celebrities sold their soul to the devil and they're becoming demons or something. That's also another thing.
Yeah, and I saw.
And I'm like, can we just maybe say that they're mentally ill from their lifestyle? Is that fucked up to say?
I think could be a fair assessment.
It could be. Maybe it's not fair. I don't know. I just think it's just like something's going on.
To go clone is a little crazy because the process of a clone isn't as simple as you're making it, guys.
Yeah.
Unless
it has to like.
Unless they're robots. Like, isn't Tom Brady's dog a clone? Somebody's dog.
But they raise them from the babies, like in the tubes, and then they grow
and it
like
grows
the baby.
up.
Yeah.
How do we
it
have
takes
a
some
carbon
time.
copy, skinny version of Ariana Grande that's her age?
There's no way.
It just doesn't happen. Mind you, this girl's been shape-shifting since she was a child.
Yeah.
She was like Ariana Grande, like regular cat, red hair, you know, you like Nickelodeon. Then she transitioned to
like the R&B, a little like One Less Problem Without You, a little like lost soul, just becoming a
painting
pop
herself
star.
black on the cover of Time magazine.
That was the other one. That was the next one.
Yeah. And then she became like kind of in between. Then she's become this like, whimsical, really skinny, like just different. She's been shape-shifting. And if she's been a clone or an alien the whole time, like let a bitch know. But we're just hearing about this now.
Yeah. I don't, the clone thing is crazy, man. I don't know. That's next level. I don't believe it. I mean, it's just like another conspiracy theory thing that I can't get behind.
I can't get. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I can get behind not trusting the government. I can get behind conspiracies about Israel. I can get behind conspiracies about Charlie Kirk. I can't get behind the conspiracy that everyone's a clone or an alien. We just found out about aliens.
Yeah, there's no way. And it's like, why would the aliens be so interested in all the celebrities? Because they have power? Maybe.
The alien would be like, I want to be famous.
Maybe because they're on a pedestal and like
actually
they have some kind of like, it's not ruling, but people watch them and they have influence.
Yeah. I mean, they do sing like otherworldly.
Yeah.
Like Ariana Grande's voice has developed tremendous. Maybe they're aliens. Maybe there are aliens. Maybe it's real.
You heard it here first. It's either she's sick or she's an alien. We don't know. But I wish them the best. I hope that they become a couple.
I'm really excited
honestly.
for this movie. Yeah, I wish they would. Honestly,
just do it.
Scissors,
at this
sisters.
Point. But that was podcast episode 17.
Yep. See you in 2 weeks.
See you.